Alright, hello everyone. We are back for another Golf Clash tutorial here. This is going to be for the Expert Division, hole number 1. So in case you weren't aware, there is a new update in the Google Play Store, which is going to update the notebook app. So if I go to the app real quick, and you're going to see, a new array of options here. Here you can see a new color wheel that I can kind of set. You might not see my color actually show up on screen for you, but wherever I position the, the color to whatever color I want, I can just go ahead and update, and that color that you see becomes the color of your grid. As I mentioned, you might not see that because of a recording bug in the recorder that I use. It usually makes them display gray. Every now and then they do come through and you might see the full color. But whatever color you pick is going to be the color of your grid. So that is the biggest enhancement feature that you see with what changed in the app. There are additional features if you want to watch my video as to what they are. Without further ado, let's kind of get into the tournament here. Select my Expert Division, and you can see that it dropped in a division here. We're going to go straight to the first hole. Not really sure what to expect for this hole. For today, we're just going to kind of play the wind at hand and, choose between going right or left based on the wind angle. There might be more of a home run type drive approach, which I may or may not use throughout the week. But today, with only an epoch 4, probably not a route that I would ever choose. So in order to do that, you're probably going to want epoch 5, epoch 6 at a bare minimum. And you would also need a very generous wind as well on top of that. So let's just see what it looks like. And it looks like it's not going to be a possibility either way. In fact, with that wind, you can see how it's kind of into the face. Going over there towards that left and trying to go to that second fairway over there on the left, it's going to be very dangerous. I'm going to recommend that you lay up and just kind of go for a sniper shot, no matter what. So what I might do, just because I'm going to be going into very close to overpower, I'm going to use a plus 10% ring adjustment. And I'm going to try to use my Golf Clash notebook tool, which is in the Android store, and what I was just speaking about the update for. And I'll try my best to, get you the best ring values that I can throughout the week. So you will find revisions. If you guys watch tomorrow and Wednesday, you will find revisions for these holes. But what I would recommend is probably a plus 10%. It's going to put me right around 5 rings at max club. We're going to go very close to max club. And the farther that you get it up there, the better. So hopefully you can get it up here towards the fairway's edge. And you can see with what I used, right around 3.5 topspin. And as I mentioned, right around 5 rings. And you can see that I am pulling very much right towards max here. And just a little bit of a shaky needle. The little 10% boost is just going to kind of keep me away from that rough edge. Let me bend around the corner here. This is a very aggressive type approach. I do want to mind you. So had I hit it into the rough there, I would have pitched backwards for you guys so you guys could see my pitch. But I also wanted to get up here as far as possible so I could kind of show you, hopefully, an alternate approach. You can see both of us got up here towards max here. And what I'm going to recommend for you guys is a more aggressive attempt here. Now I'm going to play this very flat, kind of +0 elevation. And, there's a particular aim spot that I want to hopefully get to, and it's going to be a very challenging one. I will get you guys a revision. There's a more common shot that you've probably seen me do in Tour 11 quite a bit, or in other tournaments. And that's not the approach that you're going to see me, especially with as far as I just drove it right towards the aggressive edge. If you can get onto the aggressive edge there, this shot that I'm about to show you is going to up your percentage chance that you can probably make this. And here you can see right around 7.0 rings, 7.0 miles per hour. I am going to be kind of almost towards mid club, maybe just a little bit more right in here, 6.6 rings. And you can see that I'm just setting up to kind of land it here and top spin right around maybe a bar and 3/4 or so. And aside from that, actually, let me offset this guide because it is going to be affected by the wind. So 6.6 rings right in there. I caught a great ball. So I do expect this to probably shoot off towards the right. And surely enough, there it is. So had I hit a perfect ball, you're going to see that it does slow roll up. Do keep in mind that you are into the wind. So make sure that your ball guide runs through the hole a little bit. Also make sure that your second hop isn't going to take a very unlucky bounce. So you want to try to keep that away from that fringe edge, just to be on the safe side, that you don't get a weird run through where it runs through very far, which can happen. So let me just tap this in real quick. I'm not going to play the shootouts, try to save some time. I got a lot of rounds to do, guys, with getting you guys guides, but that is going to be a very good approach if you can go about getting it that way. It is going to, you're running the risk of running it into that rough, though. But do keep in mind, I could have stayed back 10 yards and I would have still been okay. I had about 10 more yards of club. Not much more than 10. So you do got to stay somewhat aggressive. But, if you get up towards that north edge, you're probably going to want to go with that rough bump shot to give yourself, the best possible hole-out opportunity. Had I hit perfect ball there was, a 90% chance that it was going to either, might not have hit the hole, but it would have been marginally off. I might have missed the cup, like the edge of the cup by, a quarter yard. Like it would have been all over it. So something that you do want to keep in mind as a very good approach for you to get a very easy albatross chance. Just keep in mind that, you might want to play around with that slider based on, like, am I towards mid or am I towards max? So that's what you saw me doing with the slider there. And you can see that I kind of settled on maybe about 65% because I feel that's where, I was in terms of, that max full range of values that you saw me scan for. So good luck with that first hole, guys, and catch you guys for hole 2 coming up.